As I was exploring how to start this channel and what to put as the first video, I figured the best possible start to this channel, since this is going to be devoted to Bang & Olufsen and other manias that I have, but mainly Bang & Olufsen, I would like to start with the absolute classic, so Beogram 4002. This video presentation will be basically a user manual and brief description of the history of the turntable and how it works, its features, and how it was introduced and presented to the world. Beogram 4002 was introduced in 1975, and although in appearance it looked almost identical as Beogram 4000, it was a major change on the inside. Bang & Olufsen were basically figuring out that producing such a difficult machine to make, such an engineering nightmare as the Beogram 4000 was very difficult, and they basically went for some minor changes on the outside, but they revamped a lot of things on the inside to make it easier to produce. The most interesting thing that you can easily identify the Beogram 4002 was its new keys, and they were now made from a brushed sheet of steel with some strips. And that was to match the new 4-channel Beomaster 6000 and Beogurt 5000. The speed controls were now little scales with the thumb wheels. There were two additional variants of Beogram 4002. One was called Beogram 6000 and the other one was Beogram 4004. Beogram 4004 was designed to work with Beomaster 2400. And as such was fitted with the 7-pin setup and the DIN plug, so the Beomaster 2400 now can use its remote control to control and operate Beogram 4004. And Beogram 6000 was a quadraphonic version of the Beogram. Also of note is that some Beograms 4002s were also fitted with CD4 circuitry and a switch on the outside that would allow you to switch from the preamp to a CD4 circuitry. And I will be showing that in later videos. For now, we're going to go to the user manual. Beogram 4002 user manual. This beautiful example was produced in 1975, and at the time it cost 250 pounds, which in today's dollars would have been about $2,600. So it was a small fortune to pay for a turntable. Even in today's standard, turntables that cost $2,500 to $3,000 are considered expensive. Although I must say that there is nothing to sneeze on. Right now you can find turntables, high-end turntables that cost 10 times as much as that. So needless to say, it was a simpler world in 1975, and $2,500 was a lot of money, but that bought you the highest quality turntable available. When you bought the turntable from Bang & Olufsen, they congratulated you on buying a quality turntable, that it's a development of the first electronically controlled record player with a tangential arm, which basically was the Beogram 4000. This particular 4002 was fitted with the MMC 4000 pickup that used the elliptical naked diamond with the force of 1 gram that was only exerted on the stylus, so it was very gentle on the records. All Beogram 4002 were made to operate on all available world voltages, and also they were able to operate on both 50 and 60 hertz voltages. So underneath the turntable there is a little switch where you can change the volt from 110 to 130 to 220 to 240, and that would probably cover the whole world. I'm not aware of any other voltages in the world. And then like I said, when the turntable came, it was also locked in place. So the platter was separate. You had to put on the platter. You had to also release 3 bolts that are underneath the turntable from transport to play, and that would then activate the suspension of the turntable. You also had to fit your stylus, and you were basically ready to go. Operation of the turntable. It is an absolute stunner. When you open the turntable, it looks the same it was designed to look in 1975. It looked futuristic then, and it looks futuristic now, at least in my opinion. As you see, beautiful, quite heavy, although lighter than in a 4000 platter. You have tangential arms and the lead, which would then look for the record and then plop the stylus exactly where it belongs. There were 2 different speed adjustments here, now one for 33, one for the 45, and here very simple adjustments. One is to switch on a 33 record, one is on a 45. Then you have a start button here, and also a rapid advance, slow advance to the left, stylus up and down, slow advance to the right, and stop, and rapid advancement to the right. That was it. In automatic operation, the only thing you have to do was push the record on a turntable and press the start button. Turntable then would automatically find the size of the record and move the stylus to the appropriate position and drop the stylus on the record. As you see, record is playing right now. You also, at the same time, you notice that the light illuminates the fine adjustment here. During the setup process, you could have checked the actual speed of the record, how fast the record is playing, and you can adjust this to some degree. There is also a couple of other adjustments over here inside that will adjust the speed more if this particular adjustment was not enough. When the record is done playing, as you see, the tangential arm moves in and then automatically returns to the start position. You also have a possibility of totally manual adjustment of your playing style. So, for example, if you started a play and you would like to pause the play for whatever reason, you're going to use one of these buttons and you click on that. The record is start turning. Now the stylus was moved away from the record. If you would like to lower the stylus back, you would click again the same button. If you would like to move the stylus into a correct position, you would like to then move the stylus up and then either go slowly, and that's a fine adjustment, or move fast and then lower the record to the appropriate location. If you would like to stop record playing at any time, you would press the stop button. Of course, adjustment works in both ways, so you can also move the stylus back to the right, closer to the beginning of the record, or you can go faster and lower the stylus back, or you can stop the record and everything automatically stops, including the platter spinning. As I stated before, another option for Beogram 4002 was that it could be fitted with CD4 quadrophony circuitry. And in order to play the quadraphonic records, you would need a special circuitry inside the Beogram 4002 that included the CD4 decoder, and also, or you can use an external CD4 decoder, but you also would need a special pickup, which is the MMC 6000 stylus with the chromatic diamond in it. And then you also needed a 4-channel amplifier system, whether one provided by Bang & Olufsen or another one. I hope this helps you, gives you some overview of Beogram 4002. We will be talking about it a lot more in the future. But for now, thank you very much, and I hope you like this channel.